3. And repeat it. No, 1 jab, 2 jab, 3 jabs. Go back to 1.
Now, I've been waiting to get a hold of you for this topic, right? Your man, Terence Crawford. I had a meeting with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. What was your thoughts about that?
At first, I'm like, no, don't do that. But then I'm like, man, gotta feed his kids. He playing Monopoly. That's how I see it. That's Mr. Monopoly right now. He moving around the board. And the reason he moving around the board, he understand I'm getting older. I'm not getting younger. I need to stay active. So if I don't get Errol, or if I need some representation, all right. I had my dealings with Top Rank. We couldn't make it happen. BLK Prime might not be strong enough to make it happen. We don't really know who back in that situation. We don't know, you know what I mean? We don't know the relationships they had. But we know that Golden Boy not only been around, and they got the name, they got the people around. You know what I mean? We know everybody over there. And they getting ready to make Tank and Ryan. So shit, they possibly can follow up and make Bud and Spence. You know what I mean? So it's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. And I'm pretty sure if Crawford went over to that office or wherever they met up at and sat down, it wasn't for nothing. We ain't sit down for nothing.
Alexis Rocha may become Terence Crawford's mandatory.
Right.
Even though Vergil's still number 1, we know Boots got taken out of the rankings because Boots is technically IBF champion. He's the IBF interim. Right. So he can't be in anybody's rankings anymore. So do you see because Oscar was talking about a multi-fight deal. Yeah. Does that make sense for Terence Crawford?
It makes sense for Terence Crawford because with Spence going up to 54, we don't know what's going to be next. We don't know what he's going to do. So we can't make this about one man. There's other guys in the weight class. So there's fighters who are going to make their names, and some of their names may fade from fucking with Terence Crawford. You might do so good that you might get another shot, or he might get you up out of there.
Now, I'm gonna play devil's advocate on both, because Spence fans would kill me if I didn't answer this.
Right.
All right, so what was being reported is that Terence Crawford didn't want to sign a multi-fight deal with PBC because he wanted to be a free agent, right? He wanted to go on a fight-by-fight basis. Right. According to him, he really wanted fights with Errol Spence and Jermell Charlo. Yeah. So wouldn't it make sense for you to sign a multi-fight deal if you're going to sign one? We don't know what he's going to do. Yeah. But if you sign a multi-fight deal, isn't it like, does it make you scratch your head that you didn't sign a multi-fight deal with the 2 fights that you claimed that you wanted?
Yeah. But what we never talk about is the terms and conditions. We never talk about the fine print. We know about, what was offered, but we don't know about the terms and conditions, the fine print. That's what usually steers a fighter another way. Like, I don't really like that. I don't get a good feeling about that because it's not guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. None of these situations are guaranteed. But Golden Boy, if we be honest, we like to look at Spence as a big fish, which he is. Charlo as a big fish, which he is. Crawford as a big fish, which he is. Crawford do got a name. Fuck it. I'm going to go over here and fuck around in the pond and clean up. Well, I am a big fish, but it's not guaranteed I'm going to get those fights. So I'm going to go over here and, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to fuck around in the pond for a little bit, but I'm going to make possibly the same money. Same type of money.
Now I'm going to play devil's advocate for Crawford.
Yeah.
34, he's turning 35 this year?
Something like that, yeah.
A lot of times boxers make a mistake and, legacy, and not really worry about the business aspect. Yeah. Is this a message to young fighters, and this a blueprint to young fighters that towards the end or in your career, you have to be about business as much as legacy?
The reason you have to be about business is simply because a lot of people made jokes about fighters in the past who so-called fucked up a lot of money. But come to find out, there was a lot of people making a lot of money off of those fighters' names. All of these guys want to do, they want to fight. Trust me, they want to fight. But all they want to do is be able to take care of themselves and take care of their families on the level they're doing it right now when they're done. Nothing wrong with that. It's the same as a 401k and all that other shit. It's the same thing. I want to make sure I got something to look forward to when I'm done. Retirement plan and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure my family will be okay. I'm going to be okay. So you got to, at some point, after all your experiences, become a businessman. Even on my small level of fighting, I never fought over 6 rounds. But I learned a lot about the business on this small level. I did. Now, working with Gabe, working with Joey DeWaco, working with Todd and Think May, Hank Lundy, working with different fighters, I learned things about the bigger side. You know what I mean? The bigger stage. I peeped shit. I saw shit. I'm like, oh, okay. I overheard some conversations. I saw some paperwork. You know what I mean? So I understand, like, okay, you got to get all your chips. If not all of them, I got to get at least 80% of my chips. I'm going to try to. You know what I mean?
The elephant in the room, Jay.
Yes, sir.
Golden Boy doesn't have the best reputation with promoting black fighters.
Yeah. And they won't. But Bud is a special case. We got to be real. Bud is a special case. They lost Canelo. They didn't want to do that. They almost lost Ryan.
Shelf Sheedy,
which I still think was a bad idea because Sheedy, they could have did a lot with Rashidi. Cannot fuck up with Bud.
They shelved Sheedy after beating Alexis Rocha. That's why.
Right.
And then you've heard Errol make some comments.
Right.
So fans gonna be jumping in the comments. Oh, I'm going by with the guys that were signed there. You've heard Errol make some comments. Charlo's made some comments.
Right.
So
what I'm saying is they can't fuck up with Bud. So it's almost like they gonna give him what he wants, but not because they need to stop fucking up when it comes to black fighters. No, because this is one of the best fighters in the world. Let's take the race out of it. This is one of the best fighters in the world. Don't disrespect that man. Y'all building Ryan Garcia. Yeah, Ryan Garcia got a crazy fan base with social media, but we don't know if he really a nasty dog. Well, we know that about Crawford. Don't fuck it up. I mean...